In this video, I've got a super quick tutorial showing you how to create a multi-agent chatbot using the latest LangChain upgraded lazy graph and Ollama to build a powerful agent chatbot for your business or personal use. Just last week, I dropped a video on auto schema knowledge graph, and it sparked a huge buzz across the global AI community. As I do every week, I wanted to create a video, but I ran out of ideas. So I scrolled through LinkedIn to see what was happening in the AI community, and that's when I came across a cool library called Graph Retriever. We all have thousands of documents that increase each month, making it difficult to find them quickly using the standard search function. We need to organize and classify documents as they are created, but when we check the number of edits made in the past using the analytics function tool, we found that the number was a huge, making it difficult to search by keyword based on memory. The challenges of search accuracy and efficiency grow. New papers are published every day on methods to improve RAG, but this time, I will introduce an attempt to integrate the Graph Retriever library with LangChain. So let me give you a quick demo of the live chatbot in action just to show you exactly what I mean. I used an animal dataset provided GraphRag example helpers for validation. Each entry has the animal's name in the ID. Its attributes are stored in metadata, and a description is found in page contents. The metadata type refers to the species. Number of legs indicates the number of legs. Keyword highlights features, and habitat shows the animal's habitat. The agent then used those documents to initialize an in-memory vector store in the setup vector store method, converting them into dense vectors using the embedding model and saving the store to self.vectorstore. To enhance context exploration, it is used Graph Retriever to build relationships through their shared habitat field using relation habitat. It chose an eager strategy with custom K, start K, and max depth values to control how many and how far the retriever explores documents in the graph. The output from the graph retriever is combined with the user's question into a formatted context string, using a prompt template and passed to the large language model to generate the final response. Lastly, the method compare with standard retrieval takes a user question, retrieves documents, and generates answers using both the standard and graph-based pipelines. It formats the results with clear labels and separators, helping you compare how much deeper or more connected the graph-based reasoning is compared to plain similarity search. Throughout the end of this video. If you guys haven't followed me, I highly recommend that you do so you can stay up to date with the latest AI news. Lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn the notification bell, like this video, and check out previous videos because there is a lot of content that you will definitely benefit from. So that thought, let's get right back into the video. From the LangChain Graph Retriever provides a LangChain retriever that combines unstructured similarity search on vectors with structured traversal of metadata properties. This enables graph-based retrieval over an existing vector store, so it allows graph-based search on an existing vector store. It lets you perform relationship-aware searches without building a knowledge graph using a graph database like Neo4j. Sounds kind of similar to what Microsoft announced with Lazy GraphRag. I haven't seen many articles about people using this. So even though I'm just building a cool project for fun, I decided to give it a try. There might be plenty of things to nitpick, so if you notice something off, please point it out gently. Lazy GraphRag is Microsoft's latest graph-based retrieval enhancement generation method. Compared with traditional GraphRag, it greatly reduces the cost of data indexing and improves query efficiency and answer quality. Lazy GraphRag is called lazy because it postpones the use of LLM. During the indexing phase, Lazy GraphRag utilizes lightweight NLP technology to process text, deferring the invocation of LLM until the actual query is made. This lazy strategy avoids the high initial indexing cost and achieves efficient resource utilization. Let us now explore step by step and unravel the answer to how to create a multi-agent chatbot using the latest LangChain upgraded lazy graph. We will install the libraries that support the model. For this, we will do a pip install requirements. The next step is the usual one. We will import the relevant libraries, the significance of which will become evident as we proceed. LangChain Graph Retriever. LangChain Graph Retriever is a Python library that supports traversing a document graph on top of vector-based similarity search. It works seamlessly with LangChain's retriever framework and supports various graph traversal strategies for efficient document discovery and graph RAG example helpers. It contains utilities used in some examples, such as recoverably loading large datasets. I created a graph RAG system and defined a constructor to set up all the key components needed for retrieval augmented generation using a knowledge graph. I added attributes for storing document embeddings, a vector store, a graph retriever, and both standard and graph-based chains to process user queries. I initialized self.embeddings using Ollama embeddings with the BGM3 model, which I chose for its balance between speed and quality in generating dense vector representations. Next, I configured the LLM by setting self.llm to use Ollama with the Mistral Small 3.2 model and a temperature of 0 to ensure that responses remain deterministic and factual. After that, I created a load sample data function to load a sample dataset of animal-related documents into the system. This function uses a fetch documents method to pull in pre-processed data for testing. Once the data is fetched, I store it self.documents so it can be used later by the retriever. I also added error handling with a try except block to catch any issues during data loading and return either a success message showing how many entries were loaded or a clear error message if something went wrong. I then created a setup vector store function to initialize an in-memory vector store using the documents and embeddings I had already prepared. I developed this using a in-memory vector store dot from documents method, which takes my input self.documents and converts it into dense vectors using the self.embeddings model I set earlier. I stored the resulting vector store self.vector store so it can be used later for similarity search and retrieval tasks. I wrap the process in a try except block to handle any potential errors and return a success message if everything works or a detailed error message if something fails. I created the setup graph retriever function to initialize a graph retriever, which enables graph RAG to explore connections between documents using graph relationships. This is the core component of graph retriever. You define edges, the relationships between fields used to connect documents, means linking documents that share the same habitat. Strategy, the traversal strategy, K, the final number of documents to retrieve, start K, the initial number of documents to start the search from, and max depth, how far the retriever can explore the graph. In this case, I used edges habitat to link documents by their shared habitat field. I also reused the in-memory vector store. I had previously built it as the base store. To define graph connections, I used relation habitat, enabling the retriever to connect documents that share the same habitat value. I chose the eager strategy and set custom values for K, start K, and max depth to control the number of documents retrieved, the number to start with, and the depth of graph traversal. After that, I developed the setup graph chain function to build the graph RAG pipeline that uses my graph retriever for enhanced document retrieval. I designed a custom prompt chat prompt template that instructs the model to answer based only on the given context and question. I then made an A-format docs function to convert the retrieved documents into a readable string format that includes each document's ID, description, and metadata. I built the full RAG chain using a dictionary that context is the result of passing the output self.graphRetriever through my format docs function, and question is piped directly using runnable pass-through. I chained this to the prompt, followed by the LLM, and finally used its output parser to extract the plain text answer. I wrapped it all in a try except block so I could catch any setup issues and return clear success or error messages. I created a standard vector-based retrieval pipeline for my RAG system. First, in setup standard retriever, I developed a retriever from the existing one in memory vector store using the asOshRetriever method with a k value to control how many similar documents to fetch. I stored this self.standardRetriever and returned a message confirming the setup. Then in setup standard chain, I built the full RAG chain for this standard retriever. I made a custom prompt using chat prompt template from template and included a helper function format docs to format each document showing its ID, description, and metadata in a readable way. I connected the retriever to the formatter, passed the question using runnable pass-through, merged them with the prompt, and finally sent the output to my LLM's TR output parser to produce a clean answer. I wrapped both functions in try-except blocks to catch any errors and make sure the system returns a clear success or error message. I made the A compare with standard retrieval function to evaluate how well my GraphRag system performs compared to standard vector search. I checked if the user entered a valid question, and if not, I returned a message asking for one. Then, I developed two parallel steps. First, I used self.standard retriever and self.standard chain to get documents and answers through standard dense vector search, collecting each document's ID, content, and metadata into a readable list. Next, I did the same with self.graph retriever and self.graph chain, which includes knowledge graph traversal, to get documents and answers with deeper context. I formatted both sets of results into clearly labeled sections showing the answer and retrieved documents for each method. I used neat separators to make the comparison easy, to read, and wrapped everything in a try-except block to catch and report errors. Graph retriever can be used not only by itself, but also in a hybrid approach with vector RAG, and it will play an important role in the future evolution of RAG and agent systems. This provides important insights for building GraphRag systems in general, not just for specific products. In other words, even if you build a system like Graph Retriever on your own, the key lies in how efficiently and seamlessly you manage the knowledge graph structure, link it with vector data, and maintain consistency with the original data source.